Hey there guys, my name's Jordan and today we're going to be taking a look into the creator expert level set, the Titanic, set 10294. We're looking into everything of how it scales up against a Lego brick, a little bit of its history, and of course we're going to look into how it looks all lit up. Alright guys, now I'm just as romantic about this Titanic set as Jack and Rose are together in the films. It's an absolutely awesome set, and when it was first rumoured, everyone was questioning just how big this thing could be. LEGO's been on a massive trend of releasing big sets like the UCS gunship and the Colosseum, so we all knew that this was always going to be a big one, but we just didn't know quite how big. At the time of release, this actually became LEGO's biggest set ever. With 9,090 pieces in the box, this thing is absolutely massive. Now, we know the Titanic is obviously a huge set, but the model's actually 1:200 scale version of the original ocean liner. If you actually times this by 200, you'd get a LEGO recreation of what the Titanic would actually look like. The model is obviously big, and when you put a minifigure on a 2x4, they are still dwarfed in comparison to the rest of this model. The sheer size of this model is actually what makes it so incredible. This thing is an awesome display piece, but you're going to need somewhere special to put it because it's not going to fit on top of your regular flat pack shelves. It's actually 1.3 meters from end to end when built and weighs an absolute ton. The heft of this model comes from the amount of detail that the LEGO designers have managed to pack in to create an accurate representation of the ship. Building this beast was actually really fun. Unlike other larger sets like the Colosseum that have a repetitive build process when you build arch after arch after arch, the Titanic is separated into 3 separate sections to make it that little bit more fun. You've got the front half, the middle half, and then the back half, even though that's not how halves work. They've done this by breaking it up into 3 different sets of instructions. Each of these different sections have their own set of instructions that they come with to pretty much make them an individual set on their own. The detail that's been squeezed into a model of this sheer size is really what sets it apart and makes this one of LEGO's ultimate display pieces. It looks good as is, but when we throw in our lights, it looks even better. There's actually so much detail packed into this model that we realized we're going to have to use things like string lights to illuminate some of the larger sections of the boat. And this resulted in us using 150 individual LEDs to really fill out the model. That meant that this became our largest lighting kit to date. The thing that I really love about this model is how it separates into the 3 different sections, revealing a cross-section of smaller details, things like the engine room, the pool, and even all of the little individual floors, is what really sets this apart from other larger models. One of the things that we keep coming back to is the sheer size and scale of this model, and how it's informed our process. Our instruction designers worked extra hard to make sure that the instructions were a breeze to follow, despite the number of bricks involved. Overall, we had a blast trying to find historical documents and reference material, Googling absolutely everything we could to try and make sure our lighting kit was as informed and historically accurate as possible. Doesn't get better than that, if you ask me. Anyways, that pretty much wraps up our short little video on LEGO's longest set to date. If you want to find out more about Light My Bricks, all the stuff will be in the description down below. And subscribe for more awesome LEGO videos. Comment to tell us what you thought about the Titanic, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao. Don't let go, Jack. I'll just be like, now I'm gonna let go of you guys and say goodbye.